What it do, y'all? It's your girl Makeup and Travel, and for today's video I am here to come to you guys to talk to you guys about the new makeup releases. I tend to do all indie focused releases, so if you're wondering what the new indie releases are, I always just check below. I always have them linked. I always have Samantha March's Will I Buy It series linked as well, and all of the Instagram pages that I use to get all of this makeup news. I am recording this on Saturday, midday Saturday. It's about noon now. I am in my comfy Karen Harris merch. I have on some sweatpants and I have a huge cup of tea. I'm very, very happy how everything is going on. If you're wondering, makeup wise, I did not record it, but I can record it if you guys are interested. I just used my Moonspell palette from Lunar Beauty, and basically everything else is my normal. Well, I don't really have a normal anymore. I'll do my best to have everything listed down below. I will say one thing that I'm testing out again, and you guys haven't seen it yet, but you will, is my Kaledios contour palette. I only used the bronzer shade in this today, but yeah, check out down below. So today is Sunday, as it always is when I upload these videos, and so this past week I did not buy anything makeup wise. Yes, I did. I lied. I bought the DJ Unique Boutiques. I bought her holiday release. So that's the only thing that I can remember that I bought this past week, and I don't believe I have purchased anything from this video, but I will talk to you guys about them, and I will definitely be purchasing at least one or two things from this video because I'm very, very interested. I'm going to scoot over and we're gonna get into it. So the first thing I want to talk about is from Wink Cosmetics, and they have a Love PR box that is available. There are some glitters in this box with the eyeshadow palette, of course. You have a bunch of pairs of lashes, some cake liners, lip glosses, all of that stuff. This is going to be a huge pass for me. I just thought it was nice and bright and colorful, and if you are people, or if you are somebody who actually does like glitter, this might be something that you're interested in. I think the color schemes are actually quite interesting, especially the more pinky purpley one. I think that one looks fine. And then also if you're into super dramatic eyelashes, I feel like these are one of the more dramatic collections of eyelashes that I have personally seen. Lucky Lash Cosmetics is coming out with the eyeshadow palette, and it is called their Sad Girl eyeshadow palette. I have not seen the inside of it yet, but I am intrigued to see what it's going to look like, and the packaging looks really cool, so I'm guessing it's probably going to have a blue color scheme, maybe some whites, some blacks in there, maybe even some grays, so I'll be interested to see what's going on with that. Beauty Bakery has come out with a primer, and this is their hydrating primer, and it is a stick. For me, I do have a hydrating primer. Last month, I believe, I picked this up from Beautylish, and this is the Danesta Myricks Beauty hydrating primer. I got the one in gold. I actually do enjoy this primer pretty much. I've used it quite a bit. And so for me, I don't need another hydrating primer. I will say I like the way that this would be applied to the skin. I like that it's in a stick and you would just kind of swipe it on. The only thing that I guess you would still need to use your hands to actually like push it into your skin. So I was saying I liked the application of it because sometimes I don't actually want to use my hands to, you know, get the primer into my skin. But with it being in a stick, you would still need that. So, you know, yeah. Alamar Cosmetics, she's sneak peeking even more products. She's sneak peeking eyeliners and also the blushes, of course, the new blushes, and then lip glosses. So it seems like her brand is really just being revitalized because I guess some of the things got taken off of her website. I have still yet to purchase from her, but I do want to pick up a blush palette and a bronzer palette from her. So once this new kind of revitalization of like new products and stuff comes out, then I'll probably make a pretty substantial order where I really just test out the brand, because I've been wanting to test out the brand and try those face palettes for quite a while now. Klarity Cosmetics, so they have a new empty palette, and it's actually a really nice packaging. I think it looks really, really nice. For me, I am no longer going to really be stocking up on magnetic palettes because I'm trying to significantly reduce the amount of single shadows that I have. Also, I have quite a few empty magnetic palettes now because I have decluttered quite a few singles and I've rearranged them and stuff. So for me, this is going to be an easy pass, but in case you really like nice packaging and you are still into purchasing single shadows, I wanted to talk about that. This is a definite I am going to purchase. It will be out by the time of this video, so I may not have it linked down below when this video goes up, but during the day, today being Sunday, I will take the time to link this for you guys. And this is the Beautbean and Shroud Cosmetics collab. I had a very strong suspicion that this was going to be her who did the collab. It just felt like it was right. She always talks about Shroud Cosmetics. She loves their formula, and also, yeah, it just seems right. Now, when we're talking about the actual color scheme, and I love it. I think this is extremely unique. I love that there are lighter crease shades. I love that there are deepener shades. I love the matte to shimmer ratio. This is just, to me, one of those, again, perfect collab palettes from people that I follow influencer wise that I want to support. So I will definitely be picking this up. Now I will say the pre-order is today, but the official launch will be going out when they actually ship the pre-order. Right now they're aiming to ship the pre-order on October 12th, and this is $35. So I'm really, really happy. And then on top of all of that, the actual pans are magnetized into this palette. So let's say for whatever reason you don't want to keep her packaging, you want to change shades in and out, you can do that. For me, I'm going to keep this color scheme exactly how it is. I'm going to keep the packaging. I like everything about it, and I'm just very, very excited to get my hands on it. Midas Cosmetics is coming out with 2 new palettes, and there are their Artistry palettes, volume 1 and 2. They are also going to be available today, and they're just not for me. There's just not been a Midas Cosmetics palette that has just been perfect for me. I've been very interested in trying the brand, but there's just not been one release where I'm like, that's it. That's what I'm going to pick up. And this just goes with it. So there are 2 6-pan palettes, and they are nice, bright, colorful shades. But I recently, where is it? But I recently, what is it, last month maybe, I purchased 2 things makeup-wise, and one was the Nomad Cosmetics palette, which is nice and bright and colorful. And then the other one was this Kaledios palette, which is nice and bright and colorful. So for me, I just feel like I have purchased quite a few bright, colorful palettes during this fall season, and although I am definitely testing these out and I am enjoying those palettes, I want to get more into the fall tones. So for me, this is going to be an easy pass collection wise. Maybe had it come out in the summer, I would have picked it up, but right now I'm good. Sigma Beauty, their holiday collection has launched. They have a blush duo, they have a brush bundle, and they also have an eyeshadow palette. Sigma's really been getting very popular lately because of their last couple of eyeshadow palettes that they've released have been really good quality, and the color schemes have been nice. I have been intrigued by some of those palettes, but I have not pulled the trigger, mainly because they just weren't enough for me. I felt like they were really nice looking, and I heard really good quality, but it just was not unique enough, not inviting enough for me to really pull the trigger. And same with this whole collection. It just does not seem like it's going to fit for somebody in my complexion, and it just doesn't fit perfectly with my aesthetic. So I'm definitely going to pass on this Sigma Beauty holiday collection. Bite Beauty is showing more of their holiday collection, and I remember one year I took the time to actually purchase one of their holiday bundles because it came with like 2 of their lip masks. I really do actually enjoy that lip mask, but I haven't found the reason to really repurchase it because for me, I used it as a chapstick. But now I can use my lip gloss as a chapstick. So for me, it's like, it's a good product, it is, but it's not a necessity. I I don't have dry lips, cracky lips, so I don't really need a mask. And so for that reason, a lot of Bite Beauty products I can just pass on. So overall, just an easy pass. She Glam Official, they came out with the She Glam The Dark Side eyeshadow palette. And I think this looks interesting. So it has 18 shades with matte, metallic, and shimmer formula. I actually like this color scheme. I like that you get really nice warm tones and then you get some cool tones. I would be intrigued to see how much this is. Oh, it retails for $9. That seems extremely cheap for 18 shades. I might pick this up. I might pick this up. So stay tuned. Yeah, stay tuned. Okay, so we now get to see the full collection when it comes to Makeup Revolution and their Nightmare Before Christmas collaboration. And I am going to completely pass this whole thing. I told you guys I was not going to be getting the palette. At that time, we only saw one palette. There are two palettes in the same format where it's double-sided. I do not like that at all. There are two highlighters with chunky packaging. No. And then there's a brush set, makeup bags, and lip glosses. As much as I love Nightmare Before Christmas, I don't like anything in this collection at all. And so I'm just going to pass. I'm going to pass. And it's sad, but I can always get a Nightmare Before Christmas shirt, and I'll be happy with that. Sugar Pill released 5 new eyeshadows, and I do have a pre-made, or like not a pre-made, I have a custom Sugar Pill eyeshadow palette, but to be quite honest, I have not touched that palette maybe since last October. So that tells you that I'm not really checking for their formula, and I go back into my collection quite a bit, especially this year, because I have not been really purchasing eyeshadow palettes like that. So for me, this is going to be a pass, although Ego looks like a really nice dark color. We'll think about it, because I'm gonna think about it, and I say that for one reason. There's a product that I'm gonna be talking about later in this video that I think has that, and I'm more interested, and it's an actual eyeshadow palette. So let's leave that on the burner. Okay, more sneak peeks of MAC's holiday collection. We haven't seen the full collection. We also haven't known like when it's going to release yet, but it looks like there are 2 different actual packagings and like collections coming out. And it looks like it's supposed to be coming out between September and October. We're now in October, so I don't know. I haven't been on MAC's website in a very long time, but like I said, the main thing that I'm really interested in is that face palette that has the there's a face palette that has the extra dimension formula in it, and I'm very intrigued with that because it looks like there are blushes and what would be highlighter shades for me in that palette. So I will let you guys know, and or you guys will see, because I'll be showing you guys and reviewing all the products that I pick up regardless of when I pick it up. Okay, Anastasia Beauty is coming out with more brushes. The only time that I've heard about this brand was from Amy Loves Makeup. I don't know if this brand was really popular at one point and I just was not paying attention to YouTube at the time, but she's the only person I've seen review and talk about these brushes. From what I can tell, she enjoyed the brushes, not necessarily because they were super unique or anything like that, but for the brush shape. And for me, I have a lot of brushes. You guys saw my brush declutter. I have quite a few brushes. So the only time I'm really going to bring a brush into my collection, honestly, is because I want to support somebody, and it takes a lot for me to do that, but also because of the shape. For example, I got the bundle from Britt Clark in the BK Beauty collection, and I really got the bundle, one, to support Britt Clark, but also because I really wanted to try this one-on-one brush. It's a very unique shape of a foundation brush for my personal collection. So for me, I want to see the shapes of these brushes, and if any of the shapes are actually unique to my collection, maybe after I see a review or two, I'll pick them up. But for right now, I'm just gonna keep it on standby. Okay, so I think did I not? Apparently did not. So Divina Cosmetics has a new collection which has already launched, and it is more single shadows and they're more multi-chromes. So let's go to the page, the shadow. Okay, so it looks like there are 6 that she came out with, and they're beautiful. They are beautiful, but I have these shades. To me, these are not very unique duochromes at all. And for me also, like I said, my love of singles, although I still have it, it's not where it was at one point last year, 2 years ago. It's not where it was then. So for me, I see these and I'm like, they're pretty. I can also just pull out my multi-chrome and duochrome palette and be like, but I have them. And then on top of that, I'm just like, I'm tired of buying single shadows still. I hope that Divina Cosmetics continues to push out more of her actual palettes. I know she was doing palettes that were curated. I would love to see her actually do a legit palette in the future, because then I feel like I will be purchasing from her brand again. But as of right now, I just feel like I'm not going to purchase from her brand for quite a while, just because, like I said, I'm just not interested in picking up any singles. I'm not. So we have another collaboration, and this is Clash Cosmetics and the Indie Eye. So this is of course a Halloween themed-ish collaboration. There's eyelashes and there's a palette. The palette looks to have quite a bit of neutrals, both cool toned and I would say actual neutral undertoned, and then purples and some greens. I think the color scheme actually doesn't look half bad, but it's not something that I feel I need to bring into my collection. So I'm going to pass on it. Terra Moon Cosmetics, so they are sneak peeking a new palette, and we don't know much. We don't know much. We've seen kind of a sneak peek where it changes the colored background filter situation. So I'm excited. I'm excited to see what comes of it, and I'll talk to you guys when we get more information. Milani Cosmetics has come out with 2 new blushes, and they are kind of for fall, of course. One looks to be more shimmering, lighter, orangey, peachy shade, and the other one is like a darker terracotta. Neither of these, or I guess they describe it as a berry, neither of these would be unique to my collection, and I just have the feeling that these would not really do what I want them to do, what I think they would do. So I'm going to also pass on these. So a little while ago by now, I talked about wanting to get more into Nabla Cosmetics because I wanted to officially review the brand overall based on what I've tried on my complexion. And they're coming out with a lip plumper. I don't need any plumping for my lips, okay? My lips are plump. They are. So I'm good. This will definitely not be one of the products that I pick up when I pick up more products from them. But if you're interested, it is 18.90 euros, so probably somewhere around 21, maybe $22. And from what I can tell, they use all natural plumping agents. They don't use the typical plumping agents that are in everything else. Okay, so last week I believe I talked about the Glam Vice Cosmetics palettes, and I was confused. They're coming out with 5 paint palettes. So these are basically those cake eyeliner type products where you can add some water or some Fix Plus or whatever, swirl it around, and then apply it to your eyes, your face, whatever. And there's also said body as well. For me, I'm going to pass. I have my eye on something else, but I'm also just getting a lot of use of the things that I already have. So I think I'm good. I am good for right now. Tammy Tanuka is coming out with another eyeshadow palette. So I saw the review from Avi Loves Makeup on the first palette, and she absolutely loved it. And this is their second one. And this one is going to be launching today, the day you guys are watching this, Moscow time, 12 o'clock or 5 a.m. EST. So it is their Lavender Chinchilla palette. For me, right, this is not a color scheme that I am particularly interested in, I feel like right now. Okay, so I actually did some digging and I went to their Instagram page, and there are swatches, and the swatches are more intriguing, a lot more intriguing. I don't think there's a price for this palette, and I can't read Russian, so I don't know. I probably won't pick it up, mainly because, like I said, I just picked up this palette, and this is a lavender themed palette, and that's basically what this palette is kind of trying to be as well. There will probably be a palette in the future that they release that I'll be more interested in, so I'm just going to wait for that and then go from there. Okay, so this was the collection that I was talking to you guys about a little bit a while ago when I was talking about the Sugar Pill singles, and this is more of the Lime Crime Holiday collection, and I was waiting for this collection. One, I said I wanted to pick up their smaller Great Hits Classics palette because I was actually interested in seeing if that darker shade would be the dark, deep burgundy that I wanted, but lo and behold, they're coming out with a bigger palette, and I am even more intrigued with this. So the big palette is $58. The smaller one is $38. And there is a cacophony of other things that they're releasing. Those are the only two things that I'm really checking for, and I want them both. I more so want the bigger palette than the smaller one, but I want them both. So we will see. I would prefer to get them from Ulta, so I'm going to wait and see if they come to Ulta very soon. And when they do, I will probably go ahead and pick them up because I'm actually very intrigued by both of them. 50/50 Makeup has released their autumn palette, and this is a really nice, interesting neutral palette. So you guys know I'm not a huge neutral fan. Like, it's just not something that I really reach for on a daily basis, but I do have quite a bit. I think I have maybe 5 or 10 palettes that are like strictly neutral themed. This is a cute one. This is a cute one. For me, the only reason why I personally would not pick this up is because I don't see a huge difference between Hallows Eve and Chestnut. When I look at the swatches, there is, but who knows? I know that, oh, what is her name? Nikki Raven. I know that she got this palette in PR. I will probably wait to see her review first. It is 5 mattes, 4 shimmers, so perfect ratio for me personally, and it's only 15 euros, so probably somewhere around that $20 mark again. So yeah, I may pick it up. Who knows? Lisa Eldridge. I feel like I just talked about her. Well, she's coming out with a holiday sets, and they're coming out with a lipstick and a lip gloss, a lip liner, and a bag, and you can pre-order them today when I'm filming this, which is September, which is Saturday. And I don't know, I want to see better swatches. Like, I feel like this has been one of the launches that I feel like these is the worst photography or whatever. I know that her stuff sells out very quickly, so probably by the time I get on her website it's not going to be available anymore, but that's fine. I have what, 1 or 2 Lisa Eldridge lipsticks, and I'm actually very happy with them, so I'm not pressed. Hey guys, so I'm popping in very quickly because I just wanted to talk to you guys about, I just finished talking about the Lisa Eldridge holiday release, and what I did not understand is that, one, it's actually on pre-order today and it'll be shipping on the 19th of October. And you get to make your own bundle. So you get to have the free makeup bag, and then you get the 3 lip products that you choose. So you can choose any of the products from the lipsticks to the lip glosses. And so the whole kit and caboodle for the 4 items is going to be £78, which I believe you're not getting a savings. So why would you do that? I don't understand. Anyways, so that is a thing. So if you wanted to get, I guess, the bundle, you could do that. Or, I mean, you could always just buy them separately. I'll probably just buy it separately and pick up 1 or 2 because I don't need 3. I don't really need any. But yeah, I just wanted to pop in and let you guys know that. House Beauty is coming out with some blush and highlighter duos, and This must be the year of the blush and highlighter duos, because Wayne Goss just came out with his. She's coming out with hers, and there have been a cacophony of others coming out. I am interested in these as well. I really love blush highlighter duos because sometimes you can use the highlighter as a blush topper or as a blush by itself. Like, I love the whole concept. I don't know if I'm gonna pick up any of these and how many. I want to look on the website and get a little bit more information, but I am interested in them. Dominique's Cosmetics has come out with some nude lipsticks. I still have yet to try this brand. I want to try this brand. There have been like 2 or 3 palettes now that I've been highly interested in. I just have not pulled the trigger. And I've also been interested in like her lip glosses and stuff. So this is another brand where when I can finally find the time and the money, I'll be making a pretty nice chunky order to try a lot of their stuff. So I think maybe 2 videos ago now, I was talking about a Hip Dot collection, which I was happy. It was 9 pan palettes. They were neutral toned. So I was talking about that collaboration. I was very happy because they did not have any glitters. Well, it looks like they have gone back to glitters, and they've done that in this Tapatio collection. For me, if you're gonna do a collaboration with a hot sauce company, I think the palette should actually look like hot sauce has touched it and it's spicy. This palette looked like that sauce that thinks it's hot but it's not. It just don't, you know, it's not. It's like it wanted to be Tabasco, but it wasn't. I don't get it. No, we're gonna pass. Okay. Black Moon Cosmetics looks like they're coming out with a new eyeshadow palette, and the name of the palette is Urban Myth. Maybe it's not a palette, maybe it's box packaging for lip products. I still have yet to try this brand, but if I can remember correctly, they only have 1 eyeshadow palette, and it's like an unnatural or unnormal neutral palette. So we'll see. It's launching on the 10th of this month. We're rounding up. I don't have very many left. And G Dolls Beauty is coming out with an eyeshadow palette. It is 9 shades, and there's 1 glitter, unfortunately, and it's called Wicked Ways. And the reason I brought this palette up for you guys is because I think the actual color scheme is actually really, really nice. You get purples, you get reds, you get an orange, you get a brown, a black, and a silver. I think the actual color scheme is really, really nice. Had there been no glitter, I would have been even more intrigued to pick this up. And in case you guys are interested in glitters, once again, I just wanted to let you guys know. Okay, I'm pretty sure. Okay, 2 more products that I wanted to talk about left for you guys. So Profusion, they have a Halloween collection. They have 3 eyeshadow palettes. They have a bunch of neon liners and a bunch of matte lipsticks, some sparkle shadows, and what looks to be some body paint and stuff. I actually think this palette or this collection looks halfway decent. For me, I would not pick up everything. I probably wouldn't even pick up half the things. I'd probably pick up 1 or 2 things, but only if I could get them in store at Walmart. And I don't go to Walmart very often. So for me, this whole collection is just gonna end up being a pass, just because, like I said, I just don't go to Walmart. Now, the last thing I wanted to talk about is a palette from Local She Cosmetics. And this is another neutral palette. It is 12 shades, 8 mattes, and 4 shimmers, which is a decent disparity or whatever. And I like the range. I like this palette. I think this palette looks really, really nice. I will say, right, if you look at the top row of mattes, along with the bottom row of mattes, there's not a huge difference between the 2 sets in the middle. There's not a huge difference. So did they really need to put all 4 of those shades in there? Probably not. But it looks nice. I actually wouldn't be mad to pick this up and to see some reviews and all that jazz. So yeah, pretty much like this week has been very interesting things, but not too many things that I'm like gonna pick up immediately. I may shop around, and if I pick up anything, by the time I edit this video, I will have it on the screen for you guys. But that's pretty much it. I think there were like maybe 5 products that I was interested in overall. I hope you guys are enjoying my Halloween, traveling in Halloween series. I feel like I'm doing pretty good. I haven't missed the upload yet, and you know, at the end of the day, that's good. I'm also trying my best to actually upload every day on my, or post every day on my Instagram as well. So we'll see how that goes. So as always, y'all, I hope you enjoyed this video. Black lives do matter. Please make sure to wear a mask. Please make sure to be safe. Make sure to vote. And I'll see you guys